I'm an everyday woman, 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 in every way, yeah, yeah. I'm living my life, living day by day, yeah, yeah.
Here's Everyday Woman.
If any of you watch Mad Men, you've seen how much the American dream has changed for women over the years. It's completely different what's happening with women. Yolanda, I wanted to check with you. I mean, do you think the American dream is even attainable for women these days?
It really is. How do you define the American dream? But for women, it has changed, especially someone like myself. Being a black woman, it was mostly, you stayed at home, you had kids, and that was it. But now, women of all nationalities start their own business. So it depends on how you want to define the American dream.
Well, being a Latina, let me tell you this. I mean, when I was raised as knowing how to be in the kitchen, making those tortillas, but it has changed in a sense of, I'm out there, me personally, trying to do something for myself. You know what I mean? And I see that a lot in Latinas too. A lot of Latina entrepreneurs, trying to get out there.
And I can relate to that because people go, well, do you have any kids? And I go, no, but my business is my baby. And people don't understand that. For women, the American dream has changed because we have more rights now. We didn't have opportunities, and opportunities, we have them now.
I'm definitely going to say, ever since the 1960s, of course, women have been empowered throughout the years. But
you weren't born yet, right?
I know. Should I tell you? I took history class. But, I feel like at some point the American dream was lost, especially through all the terrorist attacks, through politics, through the government control, minimum wage of employment rates going down. I just felt like the American dream and all of that got lost.
But I think
because it got so chaotic.
Time period, a lot of great things happen for women. Women starting a lot their own business. The entrepreneurship went up. We realized that, okay, maybe I could take 2 or 3 years off, have some kids, go back to work.
But honestly, it's a huge struggle for women out there these days because, if they're trying to get their career going too, they still haven't lost any responsibilities at home. They're still taking care of the kids. They're still cooking, cleaning, getting all that stuff. So it's just more and more. But the thing is, there's been women before us who had to struggle, and this is our struggle. And it's kind of exciting in some ways, but it's tough because a lot of women are unhappy.
I had my mom that I actually looked up to, growing up. She did it all, like from being in the kitchen to, cooking tamales, to the point of, being a paralegal. And it just with children, with us, taking care of us. And if I can do half the stuff she did, then maybe I'll be
I agree
having
with that.
children.
My grandmother is amazing. I mean, she raised me. She raised her own kids, 7 kids. Now she's like 76 years old. She started her catering business at 70. Wow. She has a 3rd grade education, and she does excel. When I say 3rd grade, that's as far as she went. But she reads and writes. She knows all that. But a lot of people, and when you think about the kids now, it's so hard.
But it's completely different because, I know where you get it from now, that spirit. But, speaking to what you were saying, that it's kind of lost now because, with the living wage, there are so many people out there struggling. They're working hard. They're working full-time hours. And they're still living paycheck to paycheck. Not because they're lazy. Not because they're lazy.
Exactly. You don't have to. I'm not talking about laziness. I'm talking about if you are working at, say, a fast food place, that should be a temporary job. It shouldn't be a permanent job.
If there were enough jobs out there to go get other stuff.
Opportunities. I think people put blame on stuff. The American dream is about opportunity because people come to this country and they create amazing opportunities for themselves. And I don't think it's lost. I think that some people, even if they're working at minimum wage job, have a plan. They say, I'm going to do this for X amount of time, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to accomplish.
Exactly. I have a vision. I have a vision board that I actually set up the other day at work. I was like, in 5 years, I want to be here. In 10 years, I want to own this house. I want to do this with my life. I want to have a family. And what I mean is by the American dream got lost is that just with all of the chaotic, the environment, just with, like I said earlier, politics, the government, like everything, terrorist attacks, we are still being attacked and people are losing themselves within the American dream and people are leaving America and moving to Russia, moving to Canada, moving to
I think the main thing is it's getting harder because it's harder to get for businesses.
Maybe
to
not
get
so much Russia,
funds.
but Europe.
But the thing is, it's to get startup funds just to start a business is completely different. You need a lot more money now to make anything done.
It's easier because we have platforms now. we didn't have like access to, you can go on social media
Kickstarter.
and ask for money. Yes, you can.
It's true, but you know what? It sounds easy to do, but it's not that
so
easy
tough.
for a lot of
Life isn't
people.
easy.
I know,
In a
but the fact
business.
is, you need a lot more money to get things done these days, and there's not a lot of money out there. But you know, we're gonna come back and talk about this more. I know it's not done with you. So why don't you tell us on our Facebook, do you think the American dream is attainable still?
Welcome back. So I wanted to talk a little bit further about the consequences of our actions, especially in regards to hate mail and people using the internet as an excuse to be a little more mean than they normally would. And you mentioned a story to me yesterday. I want to talk about this.
It was horrible.
What happened?
Horrible. I got an email, okay? And it was yesterday that they wrote, and they were saying that I was ugly, that I was fat, and to go kill myself. Kill myself. They used that. I was so angry, so angry.
Does this happen to you often?
It does happen to me often, but this is the first time that actually somebody referred, go kill yourself. And I mean, the way it made me feel at that moment, it didn't make me sad. Like, you know, other people, it would get you, oh, you know, they call me fat, they call me ugly. I literally focused on go kill yourself, because with what happened recently, you know, losing somebody in my life, which was my boyfriend last year, you know, I wasn't okay 6 months ago.
If you would have received that email 6 months ago, what would have happened?
I probably would have. You wouldn't have seen Anna here, you know?
Because of somebody else's words?
And that's what hurts, you know? Yeah. That's what really hurts. And it's just, that's what pissed me off. That's what really pissed me off. And more than anything, now I have a niece. I don't have children of my own, but I have a niece.
What makes you angrier? The fact that somebody would say that to you, or the fact that it makes you feel the way you feel right now?
That anybody could be attacked. And how about if the person, you know, behind the screen is suicidal, you know, and they're not okay at that moment. And you go and attack somebody like that, and, you know, the consequence, it triggers a suicide, you know, and that's the consequence of hate mail.
Anna, do you know who sent this message to you?
No, they're too coward to let me know who they were.
Do you get these messages often?
Not as often. Usually I'll get, your makeup looks horrible today, without on YouTube. That's why I deleted my comments, but you know.
But I do see negative comments on your Facebook, on your Instagram, and you leave them up there. Why?
Purposely.
Why? What is the message you're sending them?
To let them know that I see it and it doesn't hurt me.
How are you so strong?
The
Because
journey,
I would be crushed.
The journey. That's why I'm here. And I'm here with you guys.
So what is your message to people who are receiving these messages?
Talk to someone. You know, if my family wasn't there at that moment, my mom, my sister, and my niece just listening to me, even though she's 2 years old, you know, I wouldn't be here, you know. Talk to somebody. And if you're a teenager, you know, reach out to your parents. If you're too embarrassed to talk to your parents, you know, talk to a sister, a brother, an uncle, an aunt. Just talk.
I hope you know that you can always talk to us, because we love you and we want you here forever.
Thank you. Love you too.
More Everyway Woman when we come back after this. Like many of you, I often find myself at a crossroads in life, and I'm looking for a few answers, so I've invited my favorite intuitive specialist, Joan Marie, with us today. So tell us what it means to be an intuitive specialist.
Okay, to be really intuitive is to be able to see the truth in somebody's body. So what I do is I actually scan energy. And so being intuitive is reading your energy, going deep within to your soul and seeing the truth, and then sharing the messages that you need to hear.
Well, I'm glad you can do that, because the thought of that terrifies me. I don't know if I'm ready to see the truth about myself, but I want to know more and I want to be my better self. So when did you know you got this gift?
I was born with being really intuitive and the gift of intuition, so I don't have a life without being intuitive. And since about the age of 5, I was sharing messages with people, again, as a child would speak, seeing what I saw.
Did you get scared by that at all?
When I was younger, I was definitely very scared of seeing spirits and ghosts, and I talked to my mom about it a lot. My mother's extremely intuitive, so that was very comforting. As I got older, it was more about just embracing that I'm incredibly intuitive and just accept all of who I am and not look at myself as if there's something wrong with me, but to say, wow, I have something special that I can share with others.
And now you're sharing it with all of us through your book,
Yes.
Self-Discovery, 9 Principles for Revealing Your Sacred Gifts. So tell me, I need to know more about my sacred gifts.
Okay.
How are you using your gifts to heal minds and hearts and bodies? Because what you're doing is incredible.
Thank you. I started actually in the medical field really being a medical intuitive. I am not a doctor. And so I work with people who have medical conditions, and so I really wanted to talk to you about some things that I saw going on with you. I work with businesses and just individuals who want to help heal their souls. And so my book is really a roadmap into your own soul and to help you feed and nurture yourself and be able to understand you better.
Well, thank you for giving that to us so we can understand.
So do you want me to give you some messages?
I mean, do I ever? I'm so excited. So as many of you viewers may notice that I always wear a little something.
I know,
on
and
my
it's so
wrist.
pretty and decorative.
Thank you, thank you. I try and make it somewhat of a fashion statement, but 9 months ago, I had a traumatic accident, and I'm recovering from that now.
Okay, so when I see very strongly, and I'm just going to take this hand for a minute, because what I get really strongly is the left side of your body shut down. Okay, so not just this arm, but all of the left side. What I do see is the central nervous system is not working efficiently, and so there's things that will need to be done to help increase the energy flow in your central nervous system. You're also going to need a lot of iron and magnesium as you're recovering. I do see that you have a lot of activity here, and then it goes dead. So I actually don't feel flow here in your body. And so to me, there's concern in reference to what's going on with the nerves, is there permanent damage, things like that. You need to know I do not see permanent damage, and I think that's so,
Thank you.
and you're going to make me cry because I feel like you want to get so emotional. That's so important for you to know. What I do want you to do is you need to massage and hold your own arm and hold here. The reason why you had this accident, I almost feel like you used your arm as a form of protection, because I get that your arm lifted up or went flying and protected you or a part of your body, your face, during the accident. So this actually is like the part of your, that's a hero that took care of your heart and your face. So
But
it
then
will
died.
get better. It's no, I want 6 more months and it will be working. You also need to do exercises to strengthen it. One of the main reasons emotionally why you got into this accident was it's a form of you needing to speak up. When I was driving here to see you, I said, she needs to speak up. My throat wanted to close. And I said, she keeps so much in. You don't always share the truth with people on how you feel.
That's so true. You know, my mom always says that I need just to speak up, that I need to be brave, that she's always telling me that Sarah Bareilles song, like, just say it.
That is my favorite song.
But I
that as my
don't.
song.
But I never do.
But see, this is why. You were
trapped
betrayed. So there's an energy of someone betrayed you, turned against you, or did something that really hurt you. And there's like, and I don't want to say a divorce, but a divorce. Like, it's an energetic breakup and split that you said, I need to shut down, I need to hide. And then you said, well, why don't I go and hurt myself? So we bring in an accident so that you could stop, slow down, and then really get real with the truth of who you are, to give yourself permission to rise up and then go share the truth with others. You have to give yourself permission to be honest with you. Medically, your nerves will heal. It's going to take a minimum of 30 to 60 days. I go 6 full months to you're fully feeling better. As I said earlier, I want the stretching, the exercising. I also need your back, because the right side is feeling strained because the left side is not functioning properly. And so I have like a weird pain in my back a little bit. And so I almost feel like sometimes you feel like you have no support, or you're doing this all alone, and you need to strengthen your core. You know, just because, I mean, you look beautiful, but we want you stronger internally, which will help you be stronger physically. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Do you have any specific questions for me?
I do. I want to know more about my heart. And relationships.
Emotionally or medically? Because medically you're fine.
Medically I'm fine. Thank God. Thank God.
But emotionally, and let me also just go to, in your future, there is, well, there's some cholesterol going on in your dad's side of the family, but it's, I'm going blank on this word. there's some tingling and numbness and
Yes.
circulation that goes on in your body. It's in your father's lineage. And so
Okay.
I do need you to be mindful of your own circulation flow.
Absolutely.
Emotionally with your heart, I don't want you to rush into marriage or a deeper committed relationship. You need to heal. You're going to take you and your career to another level. Within the next
Amen.
2 to 4 years is when you will really settle down, allow yourself to invite in someone, or whether it's this person coming back at another level, but is it okay if it is this person and if it's
will.
not? Okay.
It will
Because
happen.
it's going to be, you're both going to be together at a more mature level where you're both
Good.
feeling secure within yourselves.
Oh, I can't wait
So
to
it's gonna
continue
take a
this
while.
conversation. Please come back. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And you can find more information about Joan Marie on our website at everywaywoman.com. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
Here's Everyday Woman.
Welcome to Everyday Woman's Everyday Kitchen. Today we're making one of our favorite Mexican appetizers with Anna.
Yep.
So what do we have today?
We have guacamole.
I love me some guacamole. All right, where do we start?
Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and start with the actual avocado.
Okay.
So if you can do me a favor, I'm gonna need your help to go ahead and cut it in half.
Okay.
And then don't throw away that bone in there, that big
The
seed.
bone, the big seed.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
don't
I
throw it
never
away.
knew what to do with that.
We're just gonna
Avocados are difficult.
go ahead and set it aside.
Okay,
So we're gonna go
deal.
ahead and scoop it out.
Scoop it out. Okay. Ooh, yum. How
all
do you pick a
green.
good avocado? Because I never know which ones are good at the store.
Well, it's mostly the texture. You know, I think
Okay.
everybody always has a problem with that because even I do, and I make it every weekend.
Every weekend you make this?
That's how Mexicans party, girl.
That's how Mexicans party. Next time invite me.
We find every reason to party.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and go
Do I
ahead and
just
save
put
the
that-
bone.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I
So
put
then
it
we're
right
gonna
in there?
Add some onion right now.
Do I pick this out?
Yeah.
All right. Oh boy. Oh boy.
However
This
you
is
can.
about to get messy. I think you're going to have to pick that one
Okay.
out.
Or go ahead and do some onions right now, though.
Onions. Okay.
We'll just leave it in there,
Just
and I'm
chopped
gonna tell
onions?
you why, though. We'll leave it
Okay,
in there for
all
right now. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and put some lemon.
How much lemon are we doing?
2.
2.
And you can either use
I like citrus.
limes too, but I like this one because it's a lot sweeter. Okay.
Okay.
And then some cilantro, but you gotta chop it off before.
So my cilantro does not look like this. Mine comes in a little jar, dried cilantro.
Oh no, girl, you're doing it wrong. This is the way we
This is
do
the
it. This is the way
Mexican way.
Latinos do it. Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna chop that up a little bit.
And then just go ahead and put it in there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have some type of specific,
Okay.
ounces that you put in there.
Okay.
Okay, and then go ahead and chop half of that and then put it in there.
Half a tomato.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Who taught you how to make guacamole?
my mama did.
Your mama
My
did.
mama did, yes. Yes, it was like I tell you, every weekend with carne asada, you can have it.
Oh my God.
So, but we have a specialty today. Okay, let's
Okay,
go ahead and
okay.
use the middle part and just
All
put
right,
it in there.
okay.
And then go ahead and have that. And then meanwhile you do
The jalapeno.
that.
I don't like anything too spicy. I'm a little bit afraid of this.
Oh, perfect then. When it comes in a can, because of the vinegar, it's not that spicy.
Okay.
Okay.
Deal.
That's about it. If
That's
you're not
it,
that spicy,
that's
we're
it.
gonna go ahead
No
and add some
seeds.
salt,
Okay.
pepper,
Pepper.
lemon. And then one of my favorites.
I'm just gonna mush this all together.
Yes.
Okay. Here, you do it. You're stronger. You know the Mexican way. So
Okay,
every
let
weekend.
me tell you the reason why we keep the seed in there.
Okay.
So it doesn't blacken.
Oh, that is the trick, because I'd love
Mm-hmm.
to bring guacamole to a party, and I hate when it does that. Thank you so much for teaching us a little Mexican way. I'm going to go right in for the hunk of avocado. No food processor necessary.
I like it.
How do you say delicious in Spanish?
Delicioso.
Delicioso. We'll be right back with more Everyday Woman. Stay tuned. Part of being an everyday woman is being able to do it yourself. We got our favorite DIY expert here with us today, Yolando, showing us a few great tips on how to pretty up our houses.
Well, simple ideas. Again, you could go to the Oops department of Home Depot. If you have
What's the Oops department?
It's where people try to customize the color that they want, and it doesn't come out quite right. So they have to, instead of throwing it away, they put it off to the side to where it is just that color. So you can add some tints to it or just buy as is for whatever that price point is, which is a lot less than what typically the gallons go for.
Perfect. I like to do things on the cheap.
Yeah. So simple things you can do, things laying around the house. You have clear bottles. You could just fill it here with some paint, swoosh it around. You could fill it to where it's like a nice solid paint color like
So
this.
this was clear.
This was clear. And then all I did in here
It
is
looks
just...
like you just bought it right off the shelf.
Exactly, and it gives that nice sheen. The reason you want to do it on the inside versus the outside, because it still gives that glass this nice sheen without making it dull looking. And
Like
that's
you've done on this vase as well.
Exactly.
And tell us about these flowers.
These flowers are just simple flowers that, I found over at a Goodwill. Nothing too fancy, nothing too expensive, and you just toss it into the freshly made vase
much
you made.
cheaper than keeping fresh florals in the house.
Exactly, much cheaper. You do have to dust them every now and again, but you could switch them from vase to vase, and it creates a nice floral impact.
Thanks for keeping us chic and on the DIY. For more great tips, check out everywaywoman.com. We'll be right back. This is Every Way Woman, and we're getting to know our co-host, Sunita, a little bit more. So you've always been a working mom, but now you're going to take the jump outside of the home. Why?
Well, I have always been working from home, and that was a real challenge. But now I'm launching this brand new morning show, and it starts, I have to be at the studio at 5 a.m.
That is early.
It is so early.
I don't
not
picture
a morning
you
person.
as a 5 a.m. girl.
But I adapted. I'm going to get there. But the hard part is, I'm not going to be able to see my baby in the morning.
You're going to be missing your mommy moments. You were there when he woke up, and now you're not going to be.
There when he woke up, getting him ready, getting him off to preschool, and just, it's such a special time to be able to set him up for his day, talking to him in the car, getting him
Do you have mommy guilt for this?
I don't have mommy guilt because I guess, we both have taken baby steps to get to this point. Little by little, I started out working from home while he was there, and that was the biggest challenge, honestly. Just trying to get stuff done when he's there, it was really hard to do. Then it got a little bit easier. He started going to preschool, so I had some time to focus on work. And now that he's going to preschool, we've both transitioned to be able to do this, but I get to miss a big chunk of time.
And you're trusting your husband to do it all. How does this affect that dynamic?
That was also a huge challenge because, he's already busy at work. He has long hours and all of that. And then to tell him I needed him to do more,
What was his reaction?
First, I might not be able to repeat it on television.
Okay,
but,
that's fair.
He's come along, and I really appreciate it. I really value that he's taking this on and excited about it now because now he gets to have that time that he was missing. But the thing is, for most moms, the challenge is I'm going to have to do the prep work to get him ready so that it's as smooth and seamless as possible.
So you're still actually doing it all just beforehand?
Exactly, and making it as easy so he doesn't, get stressed out and complain about it.
Do you just not trust him to do that part?
It's not the trust. He's really, he can do it, but, with moms, we always have to take on more because we don't complain.
No, and your way is the right way, right?
No.
Most of the time, I know you, Sunita. Are you going to miss the time for you that you had alone? I mean, now you're going to be working outside your home. That was you time.
For myself or with
Yeah, for
Ashton?
yourself.
That's a challenge with moms. You don't get your time for yourself, because you're already trying to fit in time with your husband. That's already limited.
So why do this?
Because it's exciting. I'm so excited about this morning show. I've been working for it for a really long time to get to this point. And it's just going to be a fun thing to do. So I'm completely ready for it.
Well, we look forward to following you on your journey. Stay tuned for more Every Way Woman.
I'm an everyday woman, 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 in every way, yeah, I'm living my life, living day by day, Are you an everyday woman? Are you an everyday woman?
This has been an Every Way Woman production.